You wanted to know that if you're going to invest in her and raise children and give these children your shit, like your farm, your land, your oxen and goats and all that sort of stuff, that they're yours, right? Like that's the point, right? Like that, well, let's keep going.
That's patriarchy. That's ownership. Okay.
Sure, buddy.
Some of our brilliant forefathers thought that was a better plan than what we had before. I'm not sure who thought that one up or why they thought it was a good idea. I kind of like the idea we share everything and have access. And so basically,
and this is why other dudes bang his wife.
Sexual access got cut off to most men, and the most powerful men could go get the best women. Now, what happened, though, is that the women were still used to, having lots of penises in their vaginas. And the men who were owning those vaginas didn't like, Thor, the neighbor.
Because he wanted to know that the baby that came out of her was, in fact, his. It's not jealousy, Dr. Glover. I mean, you can call it that, but there's a reason for it.
Creeping around, impregnating, Igor's woman, and now he's got to raise that, offspring with his scarce resources.
You like.
So we created laws, religion, cultural things to make it costly for women to have sex. We stone them. We put scarlet letters on them. We lock them in chastity belts. We put them in burqas. We slut shame them for being sexual. And guess what body count is? Slut shaming. That's all body count is.
Hey, Moff, if body count didn't matter, why do women lie about it?
Well, not only that, but why is that the only and the first insult they use against other women to try to discredit them?
She's a hoe. Right. Because body count doesn't matter because,
Right.
Dr. Glover here.
Now, why did we do all that stuff to women when basically they love to fuck and love to have sex? Why? Because we're sexual mopeds. We're lazy lovers. We just want to put.
Because it's got nothing to do with wanting to know that the child that comes out of her is yours and that you're investing in a child that's yours. Got nothing to do with that. We're sexual mopeds. We've solved the Scooby-Doo mystery.
Yeah, what is this trope of like
our job?
This idea that men are lazy, like, oh, we're lazy. Okay, yeah, but men built cathedrals and they built amazing works of art and infrastructures and societies, and yet we're the lazy sex. Give me a fucking break, dude.
They got him, man.
Garbage.
Feminists got to him.
Oh my God.
And the woman's going, you haven't even turned the key yet. You haven't even gotten me going. And that intimidates men. It intimidated our forefathers. So that's why we put them in chastity belts, created religion to control their sexuality, stone them, stone their fathers if they weren't virgins, condemn them for premarital, extramarital sex. That's why we've worked really hard to make female sex costly, difficult, painful. And guess what? That mentality that did all that for the last 10,000 years is still apparent today. All these macho red pill guys talking about being a high value man. I'm going to get a high value woman. And to them, the high value woman is the woman like the good mommy who's never loved anybody but them, never fucked anybody but them. Because you know what? That makes us insecure, knowing she's fucked other dudes. And maybe she really liked fucking other dudes. And maybe she liked fucking other women. And maybe she's had bigger penises than ours, or guys that lasted longer, or guys, whatever. That makes us insecure. So we still make up these stupid rules that say, if she's got a high body count.
I'm just sitting here thinking the whole time that he's talking. There's like, I wonder if another dude is railing his wife right now. As he
has to be. This is all purely projection. Like they're in the other room right now where he's recording this. It's like, you guys go have fun. I'm going to talk about how insecure everybody else is while my wife gets piped. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, this is the ramblings of a senile old man whose best days are behind him. Dr. Robert Glover, I appreciate the work that you've done. If you're watching this, No More Mr. Nice Guy is a foundational book that all men should read. I even think Dating Essentials for Men is very good, but this is absolutely crazy. And to call yourself a doctor and then to spew this complete bullshit is honestly, like, it sucks, man. Like, they say don't meet your heroes. Like, at some point, I mean, it's not like he's my hero, but at some point, like, dude, I love his book. Like, I thought it was really good. I know guys that read it once a year. They prescribe it themselves to make sure they stay sharp. I probably read it. I've probably gone through it 3 or 4 times. And it's just like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, this is a guy who's trying to justify his own decisions of letting his wife get railed out by other men. And he has to, this is a guy that's pointing the finger at everybody else saying, you guys are the ones that are insecure. I'm the alpha male because my wife gets piped. Like it's completely backwards. Like I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now.
We've arrived at this point.
She can't really get in. She's not able to get all the way into a relationship and have a healthy, vulnerable relationship. And the very
She can't. The Teachman study proves it, bruh.
guys that are saying that are the guys that are spinning plates saying, I'm not going to date just one woman.
Oh, yeah, that's the other criticism too. They can also operate in conjunction with one another, right? Guys can spin plates and reject women that have been promiscuous for long-term relationships. There's nothing wrong with that. Women are going to do what they're going to do anyway. They're already banging anyway. Like toxic feminism has already convinced women to be hoes anyway, right? So what are you going to do? You're going to sit on the sidelines and pick your nose? Indulge. Just don't invite a chick that's been run through into your life as your wife. It's very simple. Those two things can exist. And why he says that they can't, I don't get it. Does that make any sense to you, Mo?
Why they can't do it?
Why they can't coexist?
No, he's got nothing for it. I mean, look, like it all boils down to this as well. We can talk about the paternity argument, but I go back to the stuff that Andrew Tate said on the Body Blue interview. It's like when you have unlimited sexual access by women, when there's nothing and there are no controls and women have unfettered sexual access or sexual freedom, it ultimately leads to the detriment of society, because what holds up society? Men that are working, men that are maintaining infrastructure, men that are keeping the lights on, they're keeping the roads repaired, making sure the pipes are fixed so we all have running water. And what your reward is as that man, you go and you toil away for 40 years at a job and you get to come home to a wife and kids that are yours, that you sired, that you raised, and she doesn't see any other man but you, and she doesn't have a checkered past. And so she's not going to, the likelihood that something will happen or divorce is not going to essentially, it's far lower. That was the deal. And now you've got all these women that are running around. They've got completely unfettered sexual access. And guess what? Men are checking out. Like they say that there's no reason to do this. Like this deal is no longer available to me. I'm not getting the same deal. So why should I go to work? Like, why should I do this? Why should I care? Why should I do anything that wants to, that encourages me to build? And like, we've talked about this before. I think guys should just do it for the sake of doing it. Am I still on, or did Rich pop out?
You're good.
You're off. Oh, I didn't know I was
getting the spotlight. You on the soapbox to rant it.
I didn't know I was getting on a spotlight. I thought that, well, now got to cut that now. So this is exactly what's happened. Unfettered sexual access by women has gotten men to the point where they're like, well, if I'm not going to be able to get a wife that's exclusive to me, or I have to worry about guys coming back from her past, or if I have to go from my odds of being in a successful, happier, long-term marriage going from the 90s to the high teens or the low 20s, then yeah, I'm just not going to do this. And like I said, we've talked about this before, where I think going and building things and being jacked and making money and having an awesome network and a great social circle are good intrinsically within themselves. I think you can derive a lot of value and benefits in your life, but I can again, I'm not sitting here saying like, men, you should go MGTOW and shit like that, but I'm understanding of those guys that just say like, I'm just not going to do it. Like, I get it. And that's kind of where we are. So, I mean, this is what happens when you let sexual freedom and especially female promiscuity run wild. This is the result that you get.
Yeah. That's the end result.
Woman, I'm going to date multiple women, but she better not have ever fucked any other guy, because that makes me too insecure. So I'm going to focus on body.
It's got nothing to do with insecurity. Like whenever I hear, oh, you're just insecure, it's like, no.
How many times do we have to address this? Like, how many times do we have to say it's not
there's no man in history that's ever woken up in the morning
and
looked at his wife and said, gee, I wish my wife had fucked 50 more guys.
How out of touch can you possibly be, right? Like, this is just the musings of an old man whose wife runs his fucking show. She goes, I'm going to go bang Chad or Tyrone, probably both at the same time. And if you don't like it, it's because you're insecure and you're not a real man. And he goes, oh, well, I want to be a real man. So therefore, I can't be the only one in this boat. So then I need to go out and tell, hey, man, you need to let your girl bang other dudes. Otherwise, you're not a real man. Be like me. Fucking give me a break.
you just don't want to deal with like more of, oh, he hurt me, he cheated on me, he punched me, he slapped me, he whatever to me. She just goes through a bunch of guys, STDs, fucking all kinds of shit that come with it, man. All kinds of bullshit. And it never gets resolved. Women go to therapy and they never fucking fix anything. They just go there to yap.
Body count and treat her as yesterday's trash if she's fucked more guys than women that I've been with. So now, could it be if a woman's had a lot of indiscriminate casual sex?
Captain Save-A-Ho.
Captain Save-A-Ho. That's what it is. Man up and marry that hoe. That's what he's telling you guys to do.
Build a better beta.
That's left some scars. Yeah, that's possible. But I don't think that's where these guys are coming from. I think it's coming from pure masculine insecurity that we can't keep up.
Now, let's just deal with this Destiny point here. So Kiz is all, can the doctor please explain why Destiny's marriage failed despite the wife being a total tart, smashing any man near her? Answers on a postcard, please. So if you guys don't know, Destiny, that bisexual, homosexual, imported a Swedish girl, that blue hair guy, imported a Swedish girl over and married her and let her bang a bunch of other dudes. And that marriage ended very, very quickly. She ended up bouncing because he couldn't take it. There's like video of him freaking out about how he couldn't take it.
Maybe she ran off with one of the dudes.
Maybe she's thinking.
Yeah, and he's just as weak as Destiny is. Like, Destiny's one of the biggest dorks out there. He's the kind of guy that looks like he couldn't punch his way out of a wet paper bag.
Thinking about the better she had when she's with us, and we want to try to manage that because it makes us feel like insecure little boys who wanted mommy to only love us, never have loved anybody else, and only love us.
No, I just don't want a whore. That's all. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the Courses tab. Newer to the channel? Hit subscribe.